Comet the hour, comet the man, as they say, and Samir Rizvi exactly did that today. Game number 5 between LSG and DC at the Ekana Cricket Stadium in Lucknow. Being put into bat first by DC, LSG got off to a horrible start. Their openers were soon back in the hut, and they just could only garner 141 runs. That too, Mitchell Marsh and Abdul Samad scoring bulk of their runs and taking them to a respectable total. They had no idea of Lungi and Giddy, uh, Akshar Patel, and T. Natarajan. What hit them? They fell like a pack of cards. They just couldn't adapt to the or acclimatize to the conditions at the Ekana. That low, slow turning wicket. The slowness, they couldn't adapt to it. And they got out on 141. In reply, DC2 had a horrible start, with Mohsin, Shami, and Prince Yadav giving them early breakthroughs. But then came in young Samir Rizvi, who had previously proved his mettle in the IPL. He had already proved previous in the previous edition that he belonged to this league. He belonged in the IPL. That first debut six against Rashid Khan over deep mid wicket at Chapok, or that first 50 against Punjab Kings while chasing, he had already shown glimpses of what talent he was. But today, it was another day, it was another challenge. And boy, did he rise to the occasion. He not only did just rise to the occasion, he took the team home along with Tristan Stubbs, who scored 39 runs. They started very slowly. They built their innings, and slowly and steadily, they took their team home. And this is what IPL is. We had young Copper Connolly last night, and today we had Samir Rizvi, who proved that it's not just the experienced professionals, but the young Turks, when needed, can come in and take their team home. Now let's talk about overall performance. LSG, as I said previously in my preview, their bowling attack was bleak. Their spin attack, it's still bleak, but they need to get their batting order sorted. They have a pretty strong batting lineup, but the way Rishabh Pant suddenly started opening, I don't know why. You don't need to fix anything that's not broken. Mitchell Marsh, Sheridan Makram, they scored a lot of runs for you in the last IPL. There was no need of breaking that. But I don't know what management thought, what Rishabh Pant thought. He came up and he got run out in a very bizarre way. And then the others, they just couldn't understand what happened, and they all fell like a pack of cards. And now let's talk about DC. That somehow DC finds themselves in a situation. They somehow manage to, make mockery of such small chases. It was a very easy chase, a modish 141, 142. They could have been home by 8 wickets, at max 7 wickets, but they chose to complicate things for themselves. KL Rahul, Patum Nisanka, Nitish Rana, everyone back in the hut. And young Nitish Rana and Tristan Stubbs taking them home. We have seen this picture before. We have seen how Delhi wins these games and then later on goes to bottle the easy chances and take a early exit. We'll have to see in the next game how this unit of DC and LSG pick themselves up from today. LSG, who are also having a very bad reputation of hierarchy, dictating terms and uh, orders to the men in charge. Something that should not be done, but desperate times, desperate measures, desperate for success. LSG qualified twice for playoffs, and then they have just been lurking at the bottom. So that's understandable. Talking about DC, they also haven't qualified after playoffs for the 4 consecutive seasons. So it's pretty understandable. We'll have to see how they fare in the next games, whether they learn from their mistakes or not, or does DC do a DC again, and does Rishabh Pant uh, come back and score runs or take his team home. We need to see this. Till then, take care.